Excel has no built-in function to sum values based upon cell fill color. So we explored 5 ways to make it happen. Classic tricks, modern code, and of course AI. But the last method will genuinely surprise you. I am Nabil Murad. Let's go to Excel. I have a list in columns A, B, C, D, and records are color-coded. I want to add the cells in column D based upon the cell fill color. I created a setup in columns F and G, and in cell G3, I will try using the magical Copilot function, the newly introduced AI function into Excel. So I'm going to type equal Copilot, and then I want to prompt Copilot by using natural language. So I'll be typing my prompt in double quotation, then read it together. So in this prompt, I tell Copilot, look at the background fill color of cell F3, then examine each cell in the range D3, D93, and identify which rows have the exact same fill color as F3. Sum the numeric values from those matching cells and return only the total as a number. I need to add some references, so I type a comma, and then I click on cell F3. I then type a comma, and then I want to select the range having the values. Then I select from D3 down to the end, Shift Control down arrow, F4 to lock it and jump back. I close the bracket for the Copilot function, and let's wait for the magic. Unfortunately, the Copilot function returns a value error. So despite being the most exciting new tool in Excel, Copilot has a fundamental architectural limitation when it comes to cell background colors. No matter how well you craft your prompt, Copilot cannot solve this problem. The function operates on data content, not on visual presentation layer properties. Let's try another method, and this time I'll go very classic and I'll be creating a VBA code. You can copy the code from the description below the video. And to switch to the Visual Basic Editor, I hit Alt F11. And then I want to create a new module. Then I click on Insert, and then I click on Module. And here is my code. I created a function named SumByColor. I declared 3 variables. The function requires 2 arguments. The color range, which is the sample color I'll be looking at, and then the sum range, which is the range having the values to sum. The code will loop over each cell in the sum range. It will evaluate the color, and if it matches the color range, the sample color, then it will add the corresponding value. Let's test this code. Back into Excel, my function should appear in the IntelliSense list, and I type equal SumByColor, and here is the function. I select the sample color F3, I type a comma, and then I select the range from D3 to D93. I close the bracket and then hit enter, and here is the result. I can copy this function all the way down for other colors, and it works just perfectly. Whenever you create a VBA code, you have to save the file as a macro-enabled Excel file. If the source values change, the result is not going to update automatically, and you have to refresh by using the shortcut Ctrl-Alt-F9. Let's try another method. In my third technique, I'll be using the modern replacement of VBA that runs in Excel Online, Office Script. And to create a script, I go to the Automate tab, and I want to create a new script. I will give it a name. I named it Add by Color. And I'll be writing my script, and I'll put it in the description below the video. To run the script, I click on the Run button, and here are the results delivered in cells G3 to G5. I'm also wondering, can Power Query handle this situation? And the clear answer, no, it's not possible, because Power Query looks at the cell value. It doesn't look at formatting. And the only way to do that is to create a custom column and assign a category for each color and then group by this category, which is not the purpose of this tutorial. In a previous tutorial, I explored the classic GET.CELL macro for function. You can watch this tutorial. I will put the link in the description below the video. Another workaround is to use a subtotal function combined with filter by color function. That's not exactly what we are trying to do, but it can solve the work situation. And now that the Copilot function failed and the complex coding solutions only worked, what if I try Claude in Excel? So I'm going to give Claude the same exact prompt I gave to the Copilot function. I click on the Claude icon and it opens the Claude pane, and I'll be writing the same exact prompt. I send the prompt and let's wait. And Claude returns the correct result in the range G3, G5. And if I select any one of these cells, this is a static number, which means if the color in the source data changes, then we have to run the prompt another time. Skills like these are exactly what we cover in our corporate AI-powered Excel training, where your team stops wasting time on workarounds and starts delivering results from day one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.